Yay! Yay! I am so excited. Are you feeling all the energy? Is everything flowing for you? I sure hope so. Boy, it's been an exciting time. This 1212 portal, the Merkaba gateway continuing, and I don't know about you, but boy, was it ongoing for me. I felt like I was, you know how you talk about drunk dialing friends? Maybe you never did that back in the day. But I know when my kids were in college and my daughter still isn't, not that she does that, but I remember those days where people would talk about drunk dialing or drunk texting. And I felt like I was on such a buzz from Saturday that I was messaging. And boy, I don't remember what I was saying. I was like blackout spiritual high. It was incredible. How are you doing? Hi, Donna. Hi, beautiful. So nice to see you. Yay. Yay. Hi, Donna. Woohoo! I'm excited. Donna, in Brentwood, there is a Barnes and Noble, and you're able to get Soul and Spirit magazine there. The one that they have right now, they said it's back from November, but I'm hoping that they're going to carry them regularly. She said, because I called there, they said, well, we're not really sure. We just get what the distributor guy drops off. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Donna's funny. She said, I'm happy I got here in time. Well, I'm happy you're here too. She said, no, what? Yeah. So maybe you weren't here, not that you had to be or anything like that. So I won the Soul and Spirit Rising Star Award. So that magazine is a monthly magazine. I'm going to have a regular column in it. And so I was looking for the January issue already. I have two articles in there, and I was really excited about it, and I wanted to get a copy of it. So I've been calling around the Barnes and Nobles trying to find one. And at your Brentwood location, they actually have it. I have other Barnes and Nobles where they're supposed to be carrying it. Not there. So yeah. Let me know what you guys are drinking. Woohoo! Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Amy. Woohoo! Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Hooray! I'm excited tonight to share this. You guys know how much I love watching Hallmark. Did you know they have their own wine? It's Jingle and Joy. And I think, wait, there you go. This one we opened last night, and I have to say it's delicious. So that's what I brought up for tonight's Wine Down Wednesday. I'm curious about trying the white out as well. The neat thing is it's at our Kroger's. You can get it locally. Hallmark, you don't have to order it from online only. You can, but if you did one of your Kroger grocery runs, they are all across the United States. So I am all for Hallmark. I think that's wonderful because I do enjoy watching some amazing Hallmark movies and Christmas and the fun. And it just makes me happy. And this is, why wouldn't you want like your Hallmark socks and Hallmark hoodie and bottle of Hallmark wine? Yeah. So that's exactly what I have planned tonight. My daughter Olivia is home, so hooray! So I'm going to change into my hoodie, and I do have my socks up there actually clean and they're matched. So right there. I mean, does it get any better? I'm not really sure. Oh, thank you, Megan. I am pretty excited too. The Soul and Spirit Rising Star Award is based on what you're doing in 2020 and how you are helping awaken and connect others with this guidance and wisdom. And I am thrilled. The other women, even the ones that were also on the short list, are incredible. They're amazing. And I truly am so honored that Soul and Spirit would choose me as their rising star. I am so thrilled, and I personally want to take each and every one of you with me. So enough of any negativity about 2020, because it's been a huge blessing for me. It's been one of the most blessed years. And frankly, I get to see you guys. So how could I not be feeling blessed? So let me know what you're drinking. Oh, hi, Renata. Much love from Australia. Hi. Oh, I hope I say your name right. Maricela? Did I say it right, baby? Maricela? Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get everybody. So sorry if I mess up your name. Yay! Now, Darlene, from Australia, you're going to be going into the summer solstice. So I have a ritual that it doesn't matter if you're on the winter solstice or the summer solstice. We're going to be celebrating something similar. There are some things in common, and they both celebrate fertility. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited. Hey, I want to say cheers to everyone. Hi, Tara. Oh, thanks so much, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, Ella. Yay. Well, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So everyone, let me know what you're drinking. And even before that, just raise your glass and let's cheers each other. Thank you for being here. Hooray. Hooray. And cheers. Bring in the jingle. I would be giving these as Christmas presents to so many people. It tastes really good. And I don't know the price point because my son bought them for me to have for today. I want to do just some quick notes. Anyone who joined on Saturday for the 12/12 or for the 12/12 portal and Merkaba Gateway, you can still download your freebie that is walking you through each day. The reason why you have this is because the 12/12 portal opened, but it doesn't close until winter solstice, which is Monday. So, or your summer solstice. So each and every one of you can still be working on this. So why does this matter? Because it's your awakening. And when I say your awakening, it is helping you connect stronger with your guides, with your angels, with your fairies. It's helping you really, truly get deeper into your confident zone, meaning it doesn't matter. Let's talk real. We always do, but but you know how sometimes you get inundated with information. Like one piece says something else. Then you read another book and they say sort of the same thing, but they tweak it a little bit. And then you read another book and all of a sudden they're saying something completely different. And then you feel like information overload and I'm not really sure what to believe. Here's where your knowledge, your wisdom matters. So we want your Merkaba, which is your star tetrahedron that is all around you. It's outside of your aura. It is, many of you saw, hang on, I'll be right back. Oh. I'm knocking stuff over. That's okay. It's fine. Oh, nope, it went down. But many of you saw my golden pyramid. It's actually copper because that is, it helps make the energy more powerful. Many of you saw my pyramid, and remember the star tetrahedron has the pyramid that goes upwards, and then it has connected with the pyramid. So it looks a lot like the Star of David, by the way, and very, very powerful. So oftentimes you hear me saying, hey, if you don't feel well, I want you to put yourself in a golden pyramid at night time and then invite your angels to come in and help with the healing. Boy, does that work. Boy, does that work. But the thing about the star tetrahedron, the Merkaba portal, the gateway, it increases your protection and healing. So here's the thing. This matters because whatever is going on, you hear so many people talking negatively about the past year. You hear a lot of woe is me, and it would be easy to get caught up in that negative spin, in that, that going down that path. And we don't want that because that would be really a disadvantage going into 2021. And that's why this solstice really matters. This is one of the most important winter solstices ever, because you are going into the age of Aquarius. And this is the attitude that you're going to be bringing. You cannot afford to think negatively. Now, you might be feeling some side effects of the portal, of the gateway, and not even realize it. You might feel, and I'd love to see in the comments, how many of you are feeling a little extra tired, a little exhausted? Maybe you're feeling a little dizzy. Maybe you're feeling a little, just like no get up and go. Like you're just kind of wanting a nap all the time. You're feeling a little lethargic. You're just like, ugh. You might be feeling like that. And that is a natural thing, because what's happening is you are being asked by your angels to, hey, just rest, because we're working on adjusting your vibration. We want you, and your angels are just tickling my nose, something fierce, but we want to make sure you're aligned with this new frequency. The 1212 portal brings a high vibration, a new frequency. This upgrade, so it's like getting a tune-up on your car. You know how it goes, you take it in and it gets a tune-up. So 1212, you get this tune-up. The thing about this portal is it stays open until the solstice, which means you're constantly getting some upgrades, some change, something different. So you might find in the morning you've got lots of energy. You might find, what, I do hit a slump about 11ish or something. So just pay attention, because there's something that they're trying to offer you. Maybe you take a quick nap and you feel very energized afterwards. Look at the time, look at what you were thinking about, pay attention to what angels have brought your attention to. You're observant, so you're noticing it, because there's a message within that. To make sure that you are growing and really utilizing each day, that's why you had gotten, if you were signed up for my email, you received your freebie. It was already included in your email. Your email can go to spam. It can go to the junk folder. So I am going to send another one out just again tomorrow to make sure you have it. The other thing I'm going to include, so if you're not on the mailing list, please make sure you've signed up for the newsletter, because the holiday shopping freebie, and it accompanies a meditation, which I can put back to you. But I might overload you. I'm sorry if I overload you tomorrow, but I'm excited because it really works. This is how I've been shopping, and it's been easier than any other year. The other thing that really matters about this, when we did so for those of you who are here, I wish you would comment about anything that you felt from Saturday's meditation and blessing. If you attended or if you heard it afterwards, will you please share what you felt? Because I know I felt like I had a spiritual high, but I would love to hear how you felt. And while you are typing this up, I just want to go and comment a little bit on your comments. So yay, Kamisha says she just woke up. I get it. Tara said, yeah, tired, lost your oomph. Baby, I get it. Oh my gosh. Yes, you've had the biggest growth this year. Such a blessing. Hooray. Thank you for sharing that. Oh my God, I love this. Ella said, I've been feeling so exhausted recently. And you saw something really strange symbol-wise during some meditations. That's magnificent. Such growth. I hope you're keeping a journal, because man, is that really, really great. Yay. Yay. Yes. Amy was correcting, because she was like, yeah, I've been feeling some exhaustion as well. Yes. Megan, definitely feeling exhausted. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I thought I was sharing Megan's. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Megan's been feeling the exhaustion too. You know what? Take that as such a compliment. That means you guys are all doing the right alignment. You're all in that zone. What a celebration. Why does this matter? Why is it a compliment that you're in the zone? My gosh. Because as a light worker, that means you're manifesting your desires. You're opening up to magnificence. You're opening up to working with the tools that used to be accessible and available all of the time. I get a little frustrated during this time of the year, because I know how this was tied to so many natural celebrations that were celebrated forever and ever and ever, way before organized religion. So it's interesting. And many of you know, that's for later. I keep stepping on it. I apologize. So I am a Christian. I am Catholic. I actually was raised, my grandma was Baptist, my grandpa was Catholic. We went to a Lutheran church. My dad was Methodist. My mom felt like we had to go everywhere, so we checked out every church, went to the synagogue. We went to the outdoor churches, that revivals. And wow, was it fabulous. What a great education to see how we all really do worship the same. Isn't it so neat how we all have things in common? And this is a wonderful time to all come together. We used to celebrate the Yule. We celebrated winter solstice because there was a lot to celebrate. We've had amazing harvests. We've had amazing time with our livestock, with almost putting to bed our fields, much like what you see when I'm filming from the farm. You see a lot of that already. Well, here's the thing. We have taken a lot of the celebrations and incorporated it into our traditions today. How neat is that? That you are tapping into your ancestors. I do believe in karma. I do believe that you probably have experienced this lifetime after lifetime. Now, remember how I was talking about your intuition. Look, don't get offended if you feel like, well, that's not right. That's not so. That's not me. That's okay. It truly is okay because you are true to yourself and you are aligned with your beliefs. That's how fantastic this is. So for me, it resonated as truth that I have been reincarnated over and over and over. And I do remember celebrating in real time, millennia ago. I remember celebrating and the gift of the light. And there was a fear. There was a fear on the winter solstice because you were concerned, oh my gosh, is it ever going to come back? Is the sun ever going to come? And on summer solstice, remember, we celebrated, but we know we're getting ready for the darkness. And we honored the light and the dark because we knew that was imperative to have for fertility. And this is what the solstices really, truly represent: fertility. Wherever you celebrate it, however you celebrate it, fertility is at the key element of this celebration. So I want to make sure you are staying aligned with the highest vibration. So please, if you haven't already downloaded, you can also just look on YouTube on my meditation and get the freebie right there. Or you can sign up for the newsletter. If you've already signed up for the newsletter, watch for it tomorrow. And please watch your junk. Make sure it's not going into your promotions file or folder, because I want to make sure you get this. I want to make sure you're making the most of it. Here's the thing that's interesting. A lot of people heard after the fact about Saturday's event, and I've had many comments from you. So thank you very, very much. Thank you for taking the time to comment and let me know how people are like, why didn't you let me know? This mattered. Why didn't you give me a heads up? I got to wait till next year. Well, the 1212 portal was magical. You can still connect and listen to the meditation, do the meditation, and listen to, and taking the blessing each and every day. Do the meditation if you have time each and every day. Otherwise, you have many little things that you can do, many activities each and every day that are right there. Let's talk about the winter solstice, because there are going to be some things that you could do right now and to celebrate. You don't even have to worry about, like, look, I can't leave the house. We are on a no leave zone. And I know for some of us, we are stuck. That's okay. You're not going to have to do a wreath. Next year, we're going to get more into it. Next year, we're going to have much, much more. But it's imperative that you do. There are a couple of different things that I'm going to share, but the one thing, it's absolutely, I hope you will make time. The winter solstice is at 5:02 a.m. on the 21st Eastern time. So adjust the time for your zone. 5:02 a.m. Eastern time. So 5:02 New York time is the winter solstice in the morning. What we used to do, remember how we have bells that we ring on New Year's Eve? Well, we would also ring in the bells for bringing in the winter solstice, because we wanted to call the light back in because it mattered. And we were like, here we are, here, come here, shine on me, shine on me. I would love for you to have some sort of bell. If you don't have a bell, that's okay. You can use a pot and a spoon and still ring it in. Now, maybe 5:02 a.m. is too early, especially if you're on Pacific time. That's going to be 4:32, 2:02 a.m. Yeah, a little bit early. So you can do it the night before. It's still your intention. Intention always, always, always matters. Intention trumps everything. Is your intention to be a jerk? No. Is your intention to welcome in the blessing? Yes. That's the intention. Intention always matters. Intention is first. You can welcome in by ringing the bell. And as you're ringing the bell, stand in hope and in gratitude, because you are so blessed. We've lived another day. We've had so many blessings. We're not starving. We have each other. We have internet, because look at us talking to each other right now. And I feel like each and every one of you, maybe there's someone nearby that you can just hold their hand or give them a smile. Maybe it's just later on tonight, pet your dog a little bit extra special and thank them for being there. Thank them for helping you ground. Whatever it is, ring the bell for each and every member of your family, for each and every blessing that you've received in this year. And what you're doing is you're ending on this shortest day. It's the longest day of nighttime, and you're filling it with gratitude, so that before you go night-night, you're going to actually be able to think about, wow, in my dreams, I'm going to think about all the things that I was blessed with. I'm nurturing that soil, because I want to make sure that I'm going to plant my seeds in healthy soil, and I want to nurture my soil because I want it to be of the best, so that I'm going to have a healthy crop next year. And that's exactly what mattered. We cared about fire. We cared about our crops. We cared about the sunlight. We cared about each other. And that's what you're bringing in. So ring the bell for each person. The next thing is, as we're talking about the darkness, I know you might be in summer solstice. The fire was representative in both. Interestingly, so was the tree. But I have my little tree over here that I'm blocking all the way. I'm totally blocking it. All right, sorry. There you go. My girlfriend, did I just put more in my hair? I did. Here. Is that a little bit better? Maybe a little bit better. Okay. So my girlfriend, Karen, carries her tree back and forth to where she records. So I just have a little teeny tiny tree. So tree mattered. You will notice the holly, mistletoe, and bayberry. What's so fascinating about the mistletoe, if you don't have fresh mistletoe, totally fine. If you have plastic mistletoe, awesome. If you don't, just take a plain piece of paper, Google what it looks like, and color it in. Your intention is to have the energy of the real holly and mistletoe. The thing about the mistletoe is that it was offering hope. It was offering fertility. It was offering the abundance. It had magical properties to protect you, to protect your home. And that is where we get the tradition of kissing underneath the mistletoe. There is love to be brought into your house. Do you have to kiss everybody that walks underneath your mistletoe that you're going to make your makeshift mistletoe? No. But every time you look at it, you are going to celebrate your home being protected. We used to have a ceremony where that person that was kind of leading the ceremony would be the person chosen to cut the mistletoe. They wanted to make sure they just didn't waste any of the mistletoe. It would just be like not a good thing for it to just fall on the ground. And then each family, their home, got to take home some of the holly and mistletoe, and they would hang it up in their house, and it would ward against any evil. It protected them. It welcomed in fertile grounds. And that's what we want for 2021. We want fertile grounds of abundance, for like literal fertility. So whether you want to have a baby, whether you want to give birth to a new job, whether you want to give birth to new love, whether you want to give birth to anything, you want to have your mistletoe and holly. The other thing is, it was a celebration of the goddess Freya. And she's the one who would bring in the love, the beauty, and the fertility. So it really does go back to connecting with your inner goddess. You are going to look at that mistletoe and holly, and you are going to own your goddess personality. One thing I used to do when the kids were little, I would have them cut out on construction paper. If you don't have construction paper, you might have an old envelope. You might have an old file folder laying around. You could use that. It's going to be a little bit sturdier. And as you're cutting out, you can just create your own pattern actually, or you could print it off. But as you're cutting it out, your intention is to connect with the hope and the fertility and the protection. As you glue it together, I would cut out some little circles and be my red holly berries. And you would use that as also connecting with the blessings, literally connecting with the blessings. And as you're creating it, think about all the times you were safe this year. Think about all of the blessings where you did have hope and it manifested. Keep your vibration high and in that positive zone. That's the nurturing that you're putting into the new year. And last but not least, we want to talk about lighting a candle. We used to have a bayberry. It was a large, they would use bayberry for coloring their candle that they would create. It would usually be a very large candle because it would last them for 12 days. They would light it and they would burn it. Would burn 12 days, and they would also, wait, let me read my thing. It was for the bayberry represented the return of the sun. It was for healthy crops and abundance. Now, what I would love for you to do, and I would probably use, here's this candle. This is still a rather large candle. I probably would use one of my birthday candles. It's not going to burn as long. I am not going to leave a candle lit for 12 days in our house. That just isn't safe, and I'm not comfortable with that, and God understands. So I would use a birthday candle. I personally would have it most likely on a cupcake because I'm probably going to eat the cupcake, but you could just place it on something that would make sense and it would hold up. And I would let it burn all the way out until it's burnt out, which happens pretty quickly. You will be surprised. So what I would love for you to do is have your candle ready, have your matches all ready to go, and have wherever you're going to put it all ready to go. Go to your sacred space and set the tone. I would probably use my smudge stick. I would, actually, I'm just gonna do it right now and we can talk about it. If you have any questions, I am a little bit more of a visual person, and by doing, so this is something that we could talk about. You could actually already start. So as you see, I am lighting my sage. Ooh, it's already smoking. Look at it go. I hope you can see it. Can you see the smoke at all? A little bit. I don't want to burn myself. And I would cleanse my sacred space. And my intention is to release any negative energy. The thing about the sage, it also removes the positive energy. Palo Santo would maintain the positive energy. But you know what? Whatever you're feeling, I'm drinking in the smoke. Woo! I would sage my sacred space because you might have heard some news. You might have been reading something. You might have had a conversation. Let's clear the air, right? Okay, so now you've got your sage. Everything is feeling good. I'm going to take my candle. I actually have, I know this might not be what other people would do. They might just light the birthday candle. I know how I am. I know I get distracted. For me, that wouldn't necessarily work. So I probably would take this. I have this new candle. It's a brand new candle. My intention was to light for tonight. It's actually from Bath and Body Works, but it says White Barn, and it says it smells really good. It is the vanilla sage. I thought that would be really good. What I would do is have all the lights out once I've saged. Everything's good. I feel good. This looks good. I'm going to turn off all the lights and it's going to be dark. When it's dark, I want you to really go within and thank for all the great things that occurred and all the not so great things that occurred, because you learned a lesson. You learned something from it. Maybe you got stronger. Maybe you felt like you were having a little bit of stinking thinking and got called out. Maybe you were caring too much what someone else thought. Maybe it was something that took you by surprise. So in the darkness, really have a heart-to-heart talk with you. Let your angel bring any additional guidance. I frequently write in the dark. If you're able to do that, journal in the darkness until you feel comfortable. You just cleaned your sacred space. You've connected with your angel, and in the darkness, you've connected, revealed, and released anything that no longer serves you. You can write it down and burn it if you'd like. Otherwise, if you don't want to write it down, that's totally fine too. But at the end, when you're closing that little part, you want to just thank God for the lesson, thank the universe for the lesson, and release it. I am releasing all of the memories, karmic ties, debts, connections in any way, shape, or form throughout all time and space of that memory, experience, and time. And then I want to bring light into the summer solstice, just like you're going to bring light into, oh goodness, that's not very good at that. I'm trying to learn how to light that stuff up. And then I would light my candle. Here we go. And I'm going to light my candle. Now, obviously, this candle is going to burn as long as I want. Normally, they didn't want the fire to go out because they felt like that would welcome in bad luck or something of that nature. This is not that way. Your intention is, look, this is, I've adjusted it because of the time we live in. Totally fine. At that time, you could also, if you had your little fire pit that you created, you could put, by the way, this is as an aside, you can use sand if you want to burn your piece of paper. You can also use coffee grounds. I wanted to make sure that you knew you could use coffee grounds, those old coffee grounds, because you know how you can put it in your garden. Well, you can also put it in your little pot. That is a cast iron pot that's a lot stronger and can take the heat. This little pot is cute and adorable, and yeah, it gets too hot and I don't really care for it. The thing about the winter solstice, when you celebrate it, your desire is to then bring in, what do you want to bring into 2021? So even though we do some traditions, and we're going to talk about that later, about welcoming in the new year, what do you want to bring into the new year? Because after the winter solstice, the days are going to be more light and more light and more light on your desires. Now, write those down, because if you're in the summer solstice, you might feel like, Trisha, I don't want to write anything down because I don't want it to like the cast a shadow on my blessings. What I would love is if you are in the summer solstice and approaching that, still celebrate with the fire, still celebrate with the candle, still celebrate everything that you want to release, all of the blessings you've had this year, and all of the blessings that you're looking forward to harvesting, because you're entering into the harvesting period. We are going to nurture our dreams, whatever time of year you are celebrating. This is working. There are particulars with the year. However, each and every one of us are entering into a season of fertility. We're entering into a season of of being able to have a real talk with ourselves, whether it's working with our shadow self, that stuff that we don't really like to look at, what we want to let go of, and what we want to bring more light into, and to nurture our souls. No matter where you are in the world, it matters. You matter. And staying positive matters, because each and every one of you, whether it's winter solstice or summer solstice, you are entering into 2021. You are entering in to the age of Aquarius. So it matters. So we want to keep our vibration high. We want to make sure that any negative stuff that we're hearing, we're going to wash away. We're going to keep it out of our energetic field. We're working with our angels, with our Merkabahs. We've rung our bells. We're making sure that we're jingling all the way. We have jingle wine if we want, but no matter what, whether it's in wine or not, your smile brings the joy. So I'm going to look at different questions. I will tell you that at the end of my ceremony, I am just going to review thanking all of the blessings, review thanking for the natural cycle of the universe, the natural cycle of the seasons, the natural cycle of the gifts that we have celebrated since the beginning of time. And then I'm going to close the ceremony by blowing out my candle. I feel if you are, I feel it's fine. If you feel like you want to close it a different way, that's totally fine. There is not, I'll tell you, there is a right and a wrong way. And the right way is the way you feel on your heart that you should do it. That's the right way. So I might offer one way. You might feel like, oh, I don't think I can do it that way. And that's totally fine. That is okay. Okay, so let's look what people are sharing. Okay, so Megan's been definitely feeling the exhaustion too. Here we go. You felt, Love Texas felt much more positive and uplifted. Yay! Shared your, well, thank you for sharing my site with friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Love Texas. Suzanne said, feeling tired too, but it's the kind of tired you get from accomplishment. Oh, I love that. I love it. Hi, Kate. Hi, beautiful. Yay. Kate says, light and love to everyone. Hooray. And Suzanne says she can smell the sage. I feel like each and every one of us have gathered around, like we are celebrating in this circle. You know, the thing that's so interesting and it matters is the goddess energy and the God energy. And I was going to create a wreath tonight, and I thought, let's not do that, because if you can't get out, how are you supposed to make a wreath? You know, but you could do the other things. You can draw the holly, you can draw the other things. But the pine cones represented the god, the male, the apple, the fruit that would go on the wreath. So what you would do is you would take all of your pine cones and you would wire that onto your wreath. And then you would attach your apples for the goddess energy, for the fertility. And we could find a way of protecting it so it didn't get eaten by all the animals, and also so that it would last for the season. But we are representing the fertility and the abundance in other ways. So just to review, I want to make sure that each and every one of you don't have any questions. So ring your bells the night before if it's ridiculously early or just an inappropriate time, or you're embarrassed to go outside to ring the bells. It's 5:02 a.m. on the 21st Eastern time. So think New York time. You can look it up, just Google really and find the exact time for you. Farmer's Almanac typically is where I go, and it has that time on it. But you'll be able to find what time winter. So you can make adjustments. You can also look on your phone. I have a world clock that I set on my phone, so I know what time you guys are overall, where you are. So 5:02 a.m., ring your bells the night before. And what you're doing is heralding in the light, heralding back the blessings, heralding back the positive energy. Your intention is to celebrate this past year, celebrate everything that you've released and identify anything more to release. You're celebrating the fire within your soul, fire within just the abundance. Fire it connects with your root chakra and your sacral chakra and really your solar plexus. It's that action that connects with the goddess of action. Honestly, fire does connect with goddess of action because she makes things happen. It also connects with your wishes. Think about our candles. We make a wish and then we blow it out. You know what? We do that every year on our birthday. So whether it's winter solstice or summer solstice, make your wish, blow it out. Take this time to really celebrate you. I feel each and every one of you have come so far. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate where you want to go. You're setting the foundation. You're planning this. And remember, we're going to, in the winter solstice, after that, we are still in winter. So even though we're starting to get a little bit more sun and a little bit more sun each and every day, we're still huddling in. So we want to make sure before we burrow into our homes that we have it cleansed. That's why you're going to light your sage, and you want to make sure that you have a clean space, that it's ready and warm and it's prepared. And so then you're going to feel like I am covering up with my blanket and I feel cozy. I don't have fear. I'm not bringing fear into my home. I'm not bringing fear that the sun isn't going to shine. And you don't have fear going into the summer solstice that you're not going to have a harvest. You just know wherever you are, the fertility, the abundance, the hope, and celebration. And when you focus on those things, you are going to find whatever's going on, you're going to be able to have a clear mind. You're going to be able to celebrate, and you're going to make a difference in someone else's life. So thank you for sharing my site. Thank you for sharing these videos with people. You make a difference. Thank you for helping get this word out. The more of us that are aligned with this light worker, this light vibration, the more that we are joined here, just like right now, all of us gathered, we are raising the frequency of the universe, not just the United States, but each and every one. It truly, truly does raise the vibration. You've gone in a room where you have felt people are mourning, people are depressed, they're angry or whatever, and you feel that vibe. You feel the vibration of the room and you want to leave, or you find a way to bring the smile, to bring the light. That's exactly what you're doing. And each and every one of you are empowered to bring the light, because that light is within you. That is your natural gift, one of your many gifts, but it is a natural gift that you have. And I thank you for having the courage to share your light. I truly, truly thank you, because it's not always easy, is it? And yet here you are, and you're shining brighter than ever before. So thank you. It's not a lot of work, but it's still a commitment, isn't it? It's still work. You're still showing up. You're still doing it. You're still meditating when you could be driving off somewhere else, or watching your favorite program, or reading your favorite book, or doing this work. But you are pausing and you're taking that time for that self-care to align with your goddess energy, to align with your divine purpose. You're aligning with this. You're connecting with your angels. You're doing the work so that you are a brighter light to this world, and you're able to manifest the life you want too. It benefits everybody. I promise you, it benefits everyone. So thank you. I love how Kate is like, yay, light and love to everyone. Amen, sweetheart. Amen. Hi. I'm glad you're here too. Hi, Jasmina. I hope I said it right. I like that. I like going up. Jasmina. Yay. Well, honey, I feel like you are a bright light. So thank you. Thank you. We are talking about, make sure you're on the email list. I'm going to put that together tonight to make sure. It's going to have a lot in it. I apologize. Anything you don't want to read, don't worry about. You don't get, there's nothing wrong. I know I have an inbox full. Actually, it's really funny. If I was going to show you, I'm going to show you down here. This is my inbox. Can you read it? Yeah, it's 91,874 unread emails. Yeah. So don't worry. Just I don't want to be in your junk folder, your junk folder or spam or promotion, whatever it's called. I want to make sure at least you have access to it. Don't worry. Don't overthink. Remember, any of this work is supposed to be fun. It's not a job. It's not one more job. It's not one more thing that you're supposed to be doing at all. In fact, when you get it, the Christmas list, I love the Christmas list. I know I created it. I really didn't. God did. Angels do. I'm just the vessel, but I love it. I'm using it. So I feel like, oh my gosh, I love working with angels. And I got to tell you, I love working with fairies. Please recognize fairies are around all year long. It's not like they're only around during the summer months. That's not true. They are around all year long. And if you ever heard Susie Snowflake, that song, Here Comes Susie Snowflake dressed in her snow white gown, but it really gets you happy. And she's a fairy. Susie Snowflake is a fairy. And when you look outside, well, you've got snow, but when you look at the trees, you can see the fairies coming out. And remember, not all fairies look like the Disney fairies, you know how with the little thing. The thing that's interesting, did you know that the reason why their fairy wings move is just like a dragonfly's wings? And the reason how they move is vibration. And so they can vibrate, and they vibrate. That's what gives them the flight, but that's also what aligns with why we suddenly hear, or why you might be sensitive to picking it up, because you're picking up their vibration. It may be how they appear, because you're saying, well, that's kind of scary. I don't want to see a face like that. Well, they appear the way you're comfortable receiving. And remember, you're not a jerk. You're not going to get a jerk fairy. You're not aligned with that. So please know, fairies are wonderful to work with. And again, they're nice. You might have read an awful lot of information. Please don't worry about what you read on that stuff. It's one message that seems to have caught fire, and it's just going on and on. And, you know, it's the same people that also said that Christmas was outlawed, that it was illegal to celebrate Christmas back in the 1600s. So yeah, that's changed, but there's still some awfully odd things that are still believed. And fairies, I have never had an issue with a fairy being upset that I said thank you. I do accept gifts from fairies, because how do you know it's from a fairy? I mean, it's on the ground. I say thank you. And I do see different hearts, or different heart leaves, or different heart rock. And I personally feel like I would rather always err on the side of good manners, and always err on the side of being kind. And fairies are going to see your heart. They're going to know. So you can continue working with fairies. You might feel a little bit more of a fairy nudge during this time, because you are opening up. That star tetrahedron is enabling you to have a higher vibration, so that you're going to find you're able to connect with loved ones. You're able to connect with your spirit guides, with your fairies, angels, mermaids. You know, the other interesting thing is, it used to be believed that this time was a very strong time to connect with your ancestors, just like we did at Samhain, over a Halloween. So you were able to see your loved ones then. Interestingly, this was also another time, which totally aligns with the vibrational shift that you're experiencing. So do you have to do anything major to do this shift? No, you don't. You receive it no matter what. It's just, do you want to maybe drink in a little bit more? Or, okay, so you know when you get your car tuned up, they offer different oils, like one is a regular oil, or one was like a synthetic oil or something. It was supposed to help your engine run a little bit better, but it was more expensive. Well, there's no fee for aligning and opening with the Merkaba gateway, but if you meditate, if you take some time, if you do some of the action steps of every day being intentional, you are going to find that you're running on that higher higher thing, higher oil, higher octane, whatever it's called. Yeah. And if you watch the meditation, I feel like I shouldn't say this. I'm going to shatter the glass, but one of my eyelashes fell off and it was on my cheek the whole time on Saturday. So, bless my heart. Yeah, but it looked fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, good. Jasmina says, yes, holding high vibration and will help everyone on the planet. Yes, it will, sweetheart. Amen to that. Yes. And you know what you put out, you get back. Renata says, I can feel so much light lately. Ooh, like high on life. Yes, yes. What a magical time to be here. Amen. And thank God you chose to be here at this time. You really are a light worker. I really do believe that you chose to come to this time to help with a smooth transition. Yes, we are going into a little bit of a higher vibration overall. Those that are closed off to it are closed off to it. But there are people that are in that neutral zone that are going to want to come over. So thank goodness that you're willing to hold this. Yay, yay. Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh, yes. Yay. So Ella said, I've been told lately by so many people that fairies are dangerous and bad to work with. It's made me so nervous to try to work with them. Well, Ella, thank you for being honest. Thank you. I have tried recording a video 3 different times now, and I've gotten so worked up, anger wise, because they're talking about some of my dear friends and they're spreading rumors, and shame on them. You know, that's their fear talking. That is their ego talking. That is their fear talking. So you have seen, I have worked with fairies from the beginning of time, from forever. I used to always have a pixie haircut, and I joke about it, but I know I was a pixie. And I actually called my stepmother and I thanked her because I said, do you remember when I was a little girl and we would be riding in the car together and we would go past Whitten Woods and you would say, shh, the fairies are in there and they're working. So you got to be quiet. Don't disturb them. It was interesting that she believed in them too. So I just talked with her the other day and she said her dad believed in them and she did too. She does too. So it's just wonderful to think about. I never knew this. All this time, we've never talked about it. All of these years, we've never talked about it. And last year, fairies said, come on, let's do a course. And in 2 weeks, my Fairy Dust 101 course came up. Within 2 weeks, it was written, filmed, edited, figured out how to get this all up, everything within 2 weeks. And that was all fairies. Fairies, you know what? There are assholes of people too, aren't there? But you don't walk around fearing them. It's not like, you know, there are some people that you just don't want to groove with. They're not a vibrational match because they're not nice people. Well, you know what? Fairies have been around a lot longer than any of us. They are the guardians of nature. And in their defense, I'd be a little pissed off if everyone was treating my home like that as well. Now, they're not. I can tell you they're not. I can tell you, Amy just recently was at our farmhouse. Both saw that tree that was completely knocked down and saw how it truly, truly could have been an issue on our house. Instead, fairies protected us. And that's the second time at the farm where fairies have protected our tree. So look, when you work with fairies, when you work with anyone, you want to guard, you have your protective bubble up. You are intention setting, I am going to only work with those of the highest vibration for the highest good of all. You're not going to welcome in a jerk. You're not going to welcome in a low life any more than you're opening your door to a robber or a burglar, right? So you're not going to do it. So I am very, very disappointed in people kind of derailing you, because Ella, I feel like you are meant to be working with fairies, for you to have that desire and people trying to stop it and they're trying to push it and they've got an agenda because they don't want you to have those blessings. I have been super blessed. The reason why I entered the Rising Star Award is because I had the Fairy Dust course. Then they said, look at this page. I saw Soul and Spirit. I saw the award and I had 1 day to get it in. I did it in 1 day, which is, for many of you know, That is not a Trisha thing to do. So it was all created because of fairies, and they have turned my life so wonderfully around. And they help bring the joy. They help bring the joy. If people can get you to not believe in fairies, to have a fear base of fairies, and get you logically poo-pooing and ignoring fairies, then you're ignoring Mother Nature. They're going to be able to talk you out of protecting the animals. They're going to be able to talk you out of receiving blessings, because they have got you imprisoned and exactly where they want you. So I hope that is alleviated, and I am so sorry for going on that tangent, but I love them. So there. Yes. Yeah, Jasmina, we have been lied to. Yes, I've been told that many things that are actually good are bad. Preach it, girl. Preach it. Follow your intuition. And if it feels good, it's good. Yes, it is. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Amy says, "Ooh, yeah, I love your transparency." Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. It doesn't matter what kind of day I have been spending time with. The week soothes my spirit and raises my vibration. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad you do look forward to wind down. Yay! Thank you, Renata. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for sharing your light and love. Ella says, "Same, Amy. I'm always excited to listen and discuss with Trish." Yay! It's a wonderful time of my night too, of my evening and day, wherever you might be. But yes. Amy says, "Oh yes, it could have taken the house out. Fairies saved the day." They really did. They really, really did. You know, my husband did not believe in fairies. He didn't know anything about it. It's not like he disbelieved. It's just like, well, that's different. So he never really went there. But obviously, I'm pretty engaged with fairies, and I just talk of it. It's just natural. It is natural. It's natural to talk about fairies. Every time you see a beautiful flower, can you see this? Can you see my beautiful tree right there? That little, you're not a tree. What are you? It's a money bush, a money plant. Yeah, money plant. Look how great they're doing. They're doing great because fairies are in here. Fairies are helping. It's fairy time. Dun, 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 dun. Fairy time. Yeah, it's fairy time. Fairies are amazing. They just are. Yeah. So I am excited for you to get started working with them. They are magnificent. I was having an argument with my husband. Goodness gracious, I was mad. I was a hot, mad mess. And I drove over to the farm, and this is when Kelsey was there. And I had a phone call that was going to start in a half hour. I had stuff to do, and I slammed the door. I had driven his truck, and I locked the keys in the truck. How on earth did that happen? So I had to call my husband using my daughter's phone and said, "I locked the keys in. I need you to come over. My phone's in there, and I had a business call starting in a half hour." Let me tell you, we didn't stay mad. We laughed so hard. Fairies bring the joy. My friend Donna, I hope Donna's still on here, but oh my God, we had the funniest time. She could not find her car keys. Trust me, she could not find her car keys. The fairies hid her car keys. Why did they hide her keys? I don't really know. But boy, was it fun. And it was a really great story. They probably saved her from an accident. They did something. Maybe it was just to make believers out of those other people. I know I gave a reading to the one girl while I was still in the room. Maybe fairies knew that woman needed that message. They have a way. And when you start working with fairies, what you find is you are working in unison. Oh, I have one more thing to say. Okay. I want you to Google Find Horn Community. I want you to Google and read about them working with the fairies, because they were able to create crops that kept them alive on the sandy soil that should not grow anything. They grew a 40-pound cauliflower. Yeah. So there. Yes. Whew. I promise. Yeah. Ella says, "Yes, I've always felt such a special connection with fairies my entire life. I've always wanted to connect with them, and I'm going to." Baby girl, hooray. Yes, I am so proud of you. Yes. Have you watched my How to Connect with Fairies? I have this video on how to connect with fairies. I did it while I was outside. I use this special microphone to make sure that it would be all completely picked up. There would be no wind, and you could, it's interesting how I believe negative energy was trying to block what I was saying. Because all of a sudden, like my mic's going out. I am wearing a mic. I mean, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. So Ella, I am so proud of you, and I'm glad you're going to work with fairies, as you should. Yes. Laura says, hi, Laura. Hi, beautiful. I've been focusing on what I truly want in my life and bring it into my Merkaba. Oh my gosh, yay. I've hit my limit on what I'm willing to deal with. Amen. And since our course last week, it's all I can think about. Oh my gosh, hooray. Hooray. Oh, Laura, I am so proud of you. It's magical, isn't it? It's magical. And I swear I saw a fairy in my basement last night. I'm sure you did. I am positive you did. How neat. I know we have fairies. I know we have fairies. I remember the fairy in the kitchen, and angels are tickling my nose like, yeah, we have fairies, and let's respect them. Let's respect those wise beings, these wise guardians of nature. Whew, yeah. Yay. Donna said, amen. I know Donna remembers the fairy thing. Oh my gosh. Heather says, on a walk a month or so, I wish I could see a fairy. I snapped a selfie pic and saw a few days later that there was something in my sunglasses in the picture. Oh my God, I remember this. Heather, I remember this. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, it wasn't actually on your glasses. You zoomed in and it really looks like a fairy caught on camera. Yeah. Yes, I know you caught that fairy. I know you caught it on camera. It's just like seeing the fairy that was flying in the back. I was filming right there. I'll tell you, I was tired. I was exhausted. And I know fairies help boost us and give us energy. And I said to fairies, would you please help me film? I really need to get this done. I really need help. I need to get my energy up. Help me find the words. Just please help this message get out. And then you could see the fairy in the background. And I noticed it, which is abnormal because normally I'm just so focused in. Anyway, I saw the fairy and I thanked the fairy and I just kept on. And then it's so interesting because my daughter was like, well, are you sure it wasn't like one of those just little bugs flying around? And I said, sweetheart, I was sitting over here by the window. If that fairy if there was a bug that was that big that we had caught on camera, let me tell you, I would have gone out of the room screaming. That's a really big bug. No, this is definitely a fairy. And that's where you might have someone, I mean, she was being sweet. She didn't mean it wrong, but I had to know that I know in my heart and soul, I knew that was a fairy. I know fairies are here. I know fairies are very, very active in this room. There's always been a lot of activity in this room. And I celebrate them. I leave them cake. I leave them wine. I have left them wine. I was looking for my little cup that I have a special little fairy cup. And it has absolutely all been gone at times. And my dogs are not drinking it. It's not where they could get it. And I know fairies are drinking it. And I know fairies have been so amazing in my life. So I want that magic in each and every one of your lives. So yeah. Ella says, it just sucks how much misinformation there is out there. That is true. That is true. Thank you. Thank you. She says, you're truly helping me so much, Trish. I find coins around my house in the country all the time. Yes, fairies are trying to connect with me. Yes, Ella, I truly, truly feel that is accurate, that the coins are from the fairies. I feel oftentimes you might find like pennies from heaven or something like that. Yes, it is a way that the loved ones, ascended masters, spirit guides can connect with us. I agree that they are the fairies. The fairies want to help you. My friend Laura that you just saw on, we were talking and she had fairies and she made these fairy houses and they're beautiful. And she would have fairies in there and the fairies would communicate through the twinkling of lights. Through the twinkling of lights. And here's Laura who's open to it, but it was kind of like, oh my God, it was kind of a surprise. What a pleasant surprise. How amazing. What a fabulous surprise. But yeah, yes. And you know what else I do? I just offer. I offer offerings to the land. I'm sharing my wealth. I'm sharing. We used to share. Fairies used to work in the fields with us. Fairies are the natural herbalists. They were the natural midwives. They were the natural veterinarians. They were the first of all of these aspects. And we worked with them to do healing. So if you're going for your Reiki, work with fairies. If you want to have better flowers, better herbs, you want to do more holistic healing, holistic medicine, just knowing, even just in your own cooking, work with fairies. You'll be amazed with what comes out of it. Suddenly you'll have this inspiration to use these different spices. It's incredible. It is really, really incredible. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, that's so funny. Renata said, yeah, every time I lose something at home, I ask, and within minutes find it. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. Jasmina said, and are real. I connect with them, and everything that's visible and not. I don't share this with anyone because people aren't ready for it. I know. Isn't that such a shame, though? It should be the way. And, you know, this is what this age of Aquarius is bringing. Those that are open, just like you. That's why we're finding each other. That's why it's so imperative during this time that we continue. And you're going to find yourself having like these little moments. So thank you, by the way, for sharing. Like when you share, hey, did you see that video? Like Trisha's reading. What happens is it just starts a conversation. I was very disappointed. Someone had posted something negative about people that share readings or tarot decks and how it can mess you up. And I didn't watch the entire video. I didn't want to watch it. I had liked this person and I unsubscribed, and not that I had watched in a long time. So, you know, it's okay. But I was disappointed because I felt like they were at a different vibration. The thing about it, when you get a reading, you take what you get. You take what you want, what you get. Yes, that person's delivering a message, but you are connecting with your angels. So it's been so interesting when I've given a reading and someone has come back to me and they've said, well, do you remember when you said, actually, no, I don't. I don't remember the reading. It's between you and God. I release it as soon as I say it. It's actually the same, even with the cards. I know I have thought I have said something, and then I've watched the video and it's like, I don't remember saying that at all. that was me. And I edited it. I'm the one that did the editing to put it up on YouTube and on Instagram. I know. It's crazy. I had no idea. Yeah. Interesting. So there is such a beautiful world, and the veil is thinning. The veil is thinning. And each and every one of you, I believe, were chosen in this lifetime to have the veil removed so that you can be that light, that you can help others awaken that this exists, that this beautiful life does exist. It is here. And the thing is, the drive right now is to focus on negative, on woe is me, oh, it's been such a terrible blah blah blah. And as soon as they speak that out, they're going to manifest more of it. They're going to make it, and it's like spreading poison. It's like they are spreading that it's poison. They're spewing it everywhere. Well, you don't want someone vomiting on you, do you? No, you don't want them regurgitating negative either. It sticks, it's nasty, and it's a low vibe. And that's why we put our protection on. That's why we do these meditations. That's why you energetically listen to the reading, because you are divinely gaining the connection, the higher vibration, and the clarity, and removing any of the low vibration stuff. Second of all, when you get like my email, it is energetically coded so that when you open it up, you receive that high vibration. It's like your angels are coming through and offering a hug. I hope you do feel my hug. I literally am offering from my heart chakra into all of it. I can tell you, yes, things go not the way I had hoped. However, I focus on the positive. And when you focus on the positive and you keep speaking out the positive, you know, we used to be told, if you don't have something nice to say, just don't say it. Because our great-grandmas, our grandmothers knew, because that had been passed down from goddess to daughter, from goddess to daughter, over and over and over. And now they're trying to keep that hushed up too. So thank you for sharing your high vibration, your positive energy, your positivity, your positive messages. That matters. And so, yeah, you're right. A lot of people may not be ready, but you can manifest those that are and share with them. It's incredible. Yeah. Yes. Donna, absolutely. Yes. In Europe, fairies are respected. I know. I know. Wow. Um, Jasmina said, I swear I didn't put Venus sign next to fairy in the previous message. I think it has a special meaning. I do. Fairies help you find love too, baby. They help boost that love. Yes, they do. And I believe you. I do believe you. And I know that. I know that happens. Absolutely happens. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's great, though. I do think it's great. Yeah. Ireland, especially. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Oh my gosh. It keeps coming up for Jasmina. That is so cool. Hi from Montreal. Hi, sweetie. Trish, your words bring me so much peace. Oh, hooray, hooray. I am so glad. I want you to have so much peace and to be filled so, so much. You know, other people act like, yeah, woe is me. You know what? Each and every one of you have internet and you're here, and I'm thankful. And I know I said that before, but I truly, truly mean it. I know each and every one of you have a blessing on your life. I know if you were here on Saturday, you watched that blessing. I have no idea who that came from, but I can tell you it was a very, very high divine source, very high. So I pulled that out and I have it. I have that in Instagram. I'll put it on YouTube as well. That blessing, you hear a little of the beginning of what I was going for, and I had written out something completely different, by the way, completely different, and you can tell I was totally moved off what I was thinking. I get choked up. I mean, something is coming. The emotions, it truly, it was. I was buzzed. I don't remember my conversations afterwards. It was so moving, and I have watched it myself, and it's like an out of body experience. I don't see me when I watch that blessing. I don't see me. I don't know who I'm seeing. I know that energy, that connection. Whew. And that's the thing. I hope other people awaken to the miracles, to the blessings, because they happen all the time. And each and every one of you are opening to these blessings. It's natural healing. It's a natural healing. You can heal instantly. You really can. You can. We don't doubt, do we, that if God said you're healed, you'd be healed. But we forget we're part of that divine. We have that within. We are able to create just like that. I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing. It's amazing. And whether you believe in the Old Testament, New Testament, the Quran, whatever you're reading, it's interesting that this message is continued. This message was there, that you are a light worker, that you do have that healing ability. You have the manifesting abilities. It's incredible. It's so amazing. Even all throughout, there have been priests that have gotten kicked out of being priests because they believed that in all of this, that yes, you do have these gifts. Yes, you do. St. Hildegard of Bingen talked about this. And you know, I've got her books even in Latin that I'll never be able to read. But what a beautiful vibration, and what a beautiful soul that talks about the healing energy of crystals, why they are able to heal, why it matters to have this relationship. You know, it's because we have the natural gifts and it's free. Yeah. Your gifts matter. Yes. Yes. So yes. Yeah, living in now are allowing us to exchange what we want to exchange and read cards, write poetry. Yeah. Yes. Amen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, thank you. Todd is trying to find the magazine. It's called Soul and Spirit, and it's only at your Barnes and Noble in Brentwood, Tennessee. It's around other stores, but that's the one I've called, and I actually found it. But they only have the November issue, and I'm writing my first article is in the January issue, and then the regular goddess column starts in the February issue. So thank you though. Oh, thank you, Kate. I think you're an angel. I do. You are an angel on earth. Yay. Yeah, Renata, such a wonderful space. Thank you. I do feel like it's a wonderful space because each and every one of you bring your light, and boy, I feel like we're at the beach. It just feels so magnificent. Very strong feminine energy is, yeah, yes. Oh, I love you, sweetie. You know what? We should be owning our feminine energy. And we are masculine as well. We can own that. Masculine energy is what gives us the taking action. It's the feminine that helps us trust our intuition to say, yeah, I don't feel comfortable about this. And so much so that we actually speak out on it, that we will hold our own, like, you know what? No, this isn't right. And that's extremely powerful. I'm still over my fairies. I am still like wanting to defend them. Like, I want to go to that person. I don't know who told you that, but man, and honestly, I was going to start something on, someone commented on one of my videos on fairies and they were negative about it. And it's like, stop reading that. Stop reading that BS and spreading that. Stop spreading lies. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Ella, my ginger hair connects back to Celtic and Irish blood. Yes, fairies are extremely respected in Ireland. Woohoo! You and Donna preach it. Yay, 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 yay. Donna, I'm glad you're excited because I'm excited too. I am sorry for going over tonight. I'm sorry that we've gone a little late, but I felt like, you know what? We obviously needed it. We needed to be able to have this conversation because can you imagine the world with each and every one of us working with our fairies? Can you imagine that? What's going to happen? And people start saying, what's so special about you? What is so special about what's going on? I think it's amazing because then we're going to let other people know just how magnificent it is to work with fairies. Jasmina, I am here with you in this moment to heal you all as soon as you read this message. I love that. I love it. Amen. Absolutely. And so it is. Yes, Jasmina. Yes. Amy says that's beautiful, Jasmina. Thank you. Yes, it is. Yes. Whew. Ella, thank you. It makes me happy. I do care about them. I do care about them. Boy, they've saved me so much. They've helped with the cats. They've helped with the horses. They've helped with our home. They've helped make dreams come true. They help. And, all they ask is just respect us. Just acknowledge us. Just, be kind to us. And isn't that what we should extend to everyone? Just be kind. Just be kind. You see those signs about just be kind, and yet it's maybe they need to actually practice it. I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like we are so blessed to have each other. It's interesting. Megan just said everyone's energy is just so sweet tonight. I love it. Megan, I do too. Megan, I hope you are just bathing it in, just showering in this love, in this healing vibration, in the healing energy. I know what it's done for my soul. I hope it's doing the same with you. I just feel like Amy is saying tonight is magical. It is a magical night. Oh my gosh, it is so magical. So for each and every one of you, I know we got so derailed on the winter solstice. Let's talk about you. I want you to know each and every night is a blessing. Each and every night, the sun does set. We have the darkness, and within that little pitch black, all of a sudden, we start to get the sun then. It goes so dark, and it really is darkest right before the dawn. And that's how, whatever you're experiencing, there is a natural flow. Please, wherever you are, never, ever, ever, ever give up. Don't give up. Don't let someone push you off your path. It's a choice. You have that power. You can choose to stay on your path. You can choose to get upset. You can choose to stay calm. You can choose to believe what you feel. You can choose to be sexy and desirable and to own your goddess power. You choose. This is your right. This is your gift. You are a beautiful, spectacular soul. And baby, I am so blessed that you are here sharing it with me. Soak in the magic of this night. Allow it to be shining over you each and every day throughout all eternity. This is your light. This is your time. You are stepping into your power. You are claiming your blessings, claiming your gifts and talents, and you are recognizing that you are a treasure. You are made of stardust, and you are meant to shine. Thank you for sharing your light with me. I love you. And I am so honored that you would spend this time with me. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. I truly, truly mean it. Thank you. We are blessed. This is the best year. And it is only going to get better and better from here on out. And it is so. I love you guys. Night.